When a lady says she doesn't want a relationship, it's not a do or die affair. As I'm leaving here, I'm going to block Eloswag. I don't want anything to do.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is CHIOMZY'S and it's day 8 of the reunion. Guys, it's getting late. I can't believe they've done it for so long. Anyways, here's everything you need to know about today's reunion. Well, as you can see, the housemates are glamorously dressed in native attire. Ebuka even teased that this one we will dress like say with a good traditional wedding. So anyway, it's only right that today's episode was all about the ships and relationships in the house. First off, it was Eloswag. Here's what Eloswag had to say about their current situation.
The energy I was bringing, it was more of like a one-sided thing from my end. I was denied on every media round. He's a bestie to me, stuff like that. I'm like, since when did we start doing bestie? That means apparently there was no feeling. It was just one-sided.
Ebuka now asked Chumsy if they were good, that what exactly is going on. Chumsy is like she's surprised, and honestly, she spoke to him a couple of times even after they had broken up, that she called him when they fixed the date for the reunion. They had a chat and she just noticed that some days ago she greeted him, it was cold, and she's just like, I am not going to be the one to be greeting you first anymore, since you seem to have some sort of resentment or anger going on. And she just decided to reciprocate the energy, because clearly if she doesn't say hello, then he won't say hello, and she doesn't know what exactly is going on with him.
That was when I was like, I won't greet first. And since then, that's how it has been like this.
Eloswag now pointed out that something happened between them in South Africa. So clearly in South Africa, they were still chummy until the breakup. So that in South Africa, something happened, that he was sleeping and he felt somebody sneaking out. Like, where exactly did she go to? And why did she feel the need to sneak out?
Something happened in SA.
I like SAGs. Please talk about it.
I woke up, I'm like, seeing somebody wanting to tiptoe out. Where you there go? It's already almost like this time. Came downstairs, I was waiting. Where are you? Where are you? She sends her location, quite alright. Well, where were you? Like, that was it for me. I was like, nah.
So Chumsy now responded to it, saying that she has 2 friends in SA, that she lost her money and they were buying her stuff, that she had to go out to see them, and that when Eloswag was paranoid about her location, she actually sent location. She sent him her live location. Like, what else does Eloswag want? And here's Chumsy's own explanation, or her own side of the story.
I sent my location to him. I was like, this is where I'm going. It's a live location.
That's a fair point. You knew where she was.
I came back and this guy was already downstairs. He created a scene.
What did I do?
He was acting like a husband.
So caring for you is a problem now. I was acting like a husband.
So Eloswag was like, is it a problem to care? Because I care about you. That is why you're saying I created a scene anyways. And Chumsy was just like, you could tell that Chumsy was genuinely disappointed. And I just believe that Eloswag needs to grow up. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be worried. But the girl sent you a live location. She said they are friends. Then which one is this quarrel that you now kept it in your mind for how long? Anyway, who am I? What do I know? It was clear that Eloswag thought she was dodgy. Like, why did she have to sneak out? And that didn't go down well with him.
Why am I sleeping and you're like,
maybe she don't want to wake you up now.
No, was it to me?
Sheikh,
That's what I'm saying.
Going out and she sent you a live location. Is that sneaky?
So at this point, Chumsy now involves Sheggz in the matter. Like, how is it sneaky? If your babe has told you the live location, Sheggz, would you feel the same way? If Bella went out and she sent you a location, would you think that she was being sneaky?
Just tells me where she's at and I'm cool.
All good and fine, right, Chumsy? All good and fine. I hear you, see. I believed you, but I felt it was sneaky.
So after that conversation, now, so they enter another one now. Eloswag said that when they came back from SA, he tried to talk to Chumsy. Chumsy was not answering him. He will call Chumsy and Chumsy will not pick up. So what is the reason why Chumsy was doing that to him?
I was really going through a lot. I needed to figure myself out. I'm really disappointed at Eloswag. I really wanted us to be like good friends. When a lady says she doesn't want a relationship, it's not a do or die affair. We don't need to be enemies.
Okay, Chumsy.
As I'm leaving here, I'm going to block Eloswag. I don't want anything to do, because what he just displayed there, I just don't know where it's coming from.
We all followed each other. We actually planned this. It was there. It didn't really trend because the class it's not necessary. We know them. So
So because Chumsy accused Eloswag of cloud chasing, Eloswag Koko now came out and said, listen, there is something that we both do. We unfollowed each other. That one self did not give us clout because we no get out. The thing did not even trend. Like people did not notice. And Chumsy like, but that was your idea. You were the one that told me that an ex-Big Brother housemate said that we should do it for attention, but it didn't work. Like she was so busy trying to like, okay, it's not me, it is you. Like that was the mess both of them were going through. And I think personally that Eloswag acted a bit childish and very petty and very bitter that Chumsy is not giving him face or just wants to be friends, and he would rather not have that at all. So instead, he would just be this corny, cocky guy in the picture. And I'm very happy that Chumsy dumped him actually.
You're also acting like you don't want to reach out at all.
Anymore.
So I want you to wrap this up for me. How do you want to end this?
So I don't want to be there again. Like
I'm not saying you should date her.
No, I don't even care. Block us, anyone. Let the distance be there. You guys like.
So that was it, Jerry, with Eloswag and his drama. Next, Ebuka played lovely clips of Bella and Sheggz in the house. All their chummy moments in the house. There were a couple of clips, and the housemates had some comments. They were like, oh. Hermes was like, oh, they love, oh. And somebody actually said the last sheep standing amongst the housemates. And yeah, it was time for Ebuka to ask them some questions. So Ebuka said, look at everyone all mushy about this clip, and asked Bella, why are you not smiling at the clip that I've just showed? So Bella was like, oh, all of that wasn't meant to happen. Ibuka was like, what do you mean? What wasn't meant to happen? She was like, the way she was brought up, like she was brought up in the home as a good girl. Like none of her family members expected that she would be doing all this lovey-dovey on television, kissing, cuddling, all of these things. That is not what they expected of her. And quite frankly, even her watching it, that she's actually cringing watching it, that wasn't what she was meant to do. But whatever happened. And then Ebuka asked her that when did she notice Sheikh? And she was like, as soon as Sheggz walked right in, she was like, this is my spec and I'm actually dead. And that when he spoke, that was it finally for her, that she was just in as soon as she saw him.
He was so good looking. He's actually my type. And then when he spoke, I was like, I'm dead.
So Ebuka went on to ask her how it was the first week that she got out with obviously all of the backlash from Sheikh being manipulative, possessive, all sorts, that how did she cope? And she was like, yeah, they had briefed her to say she wanted to focus on her career and not Sheikh, but she didn't exactly know why.
Yeah, the first week, we were fine. I just had to say what I had to say for the world to hear, but we were good. There was never doubt. I knew what I felt for him and he knew what he felt for me.
So Ebuka was like, at what point did they decide to just come out with it? Like, stop all the faking, like Sheggz and I, we've put it off, and just, face your reality. And she was just like, at some point, she just got tired of it, all the interview questions, and she was just like, this is what it is. You guys, take it or leave it.
I was just like, after the first day of interview, I was just like, what am I even doing? And that was it.
Fair enough.
Ebuka also asked Sheikh, like, at what point was he attracted to Bella? And Sheikh was like, oh, there were a lot of beautiful girls as well. And he just heard Bella saying, oh, she likes the soft life. And he saw that they had a couple of things in common. The soap he was using, whether the cream or the toner he was using, they had the same thing. And I was like, okay, maybe this is somebody that I will get along with.
Okay, so I feel like I got to know her quickly. She became my best friend. I'm not going to lie to someone's daughter on live television in front of the whole world, because even my parents would be disappointed. Yeah. So yeah, I kept my word and we're still here.
Ebuka went on to ask Sheggz how it was like coming out to the world, like already backlashing him, talking about their relationship, just all the bad stuff they had to say about him and the impact that he had on him during his radio rounds. Like, it was really, really intense. And here's what Sheggz had to say about that period.
Probably not the hardest period of my life.
Sheggz went on to say that his parents had gotten him a team to kind of clean up the mess. All he had to do was keep Bella out of his mouth and say, yeah, we're close, we'll see how this goes. But he couldn't do that, and he even had members of the team leave because he wasn't listening to them.
Just speak about yourself, try to clear your name and say whatever. 2 minutes in, that was my wife, that was my best friend. They called my parents and said, we can't do this job.
Ebuka now asked him, okay, the whole family drama, how have they taken you? First of all, have you met them? He said, yes, he's definitely met them. And he was like, so how was it like going to go and clear your name, going to confront them? How did that play out? Was he actually like a whole sit down with the family?
I definitely had to have a sit down. Like, the Igbo family, no nonsense. I explained myself, she explained herself. Questions were definitely asked. They were definitely worried about some things because there's a lot of things in the media about me. So I basically had to explain a lot, like make them understand who I am. I would say now they're part of my support system and it's one team.
Bella also spoke about being drilled by her family, saying that you went there to go and look at man instead of you to focus on your focus, but obviously they can't try away. So after some time, they all just accepted her and respected her decision. And yeah, there you have it. Bella and Sheggz, they love each other on a platter of gold. In fact, Sheikh now gave like a public thank you to Bella. Like Bella really stood by him during that time and stood up for them, and he's really appreciative of her.
Yeah, stupid though. You went there to go be kissing. You lost your home training. You went there and it was about man. After a few days, they came around and everything was fine. Yeah, I was told not to do the relationship, but at the end of the day, it was my decision. And yeah.
So to clear the air, Ebuka asked, what are they now? And Bella said that they are in a relationship. He was like, it hasn't graduated. They said no. And Ebuka is like, we hope it does. And it was at this point, Sheggz came up to talk about his appreciation for Bella.
Yeah, I just feel like she really held it down. I feel like she's a real one. And I just want to say thank you publicly, live on television. And you mean the world to me for sure. You get me?
So that was it for Sheggz and Bella. Ebuka is like, we don't want to hear story. And he hopes they will be one of the Big Brother couple. So fingers crossed, let's see where this leads. Finally, Ebuka played the clip of Khalid and Daniela and their relationship as at the time. They were questioned about what exactly went on in that whole triangle, and Daniela was first. They asked if they were in a relationship.
Day 5, day 6, thereabouts?
Daniela admitted to the fact that they started off like day 6 or day 5 and that they were in a relationship, so it was right for Khalid to say so.
We had a certain level of connection, and I felt that same energy from her.
So Khalid said that he felt a certain level of connection and it was both ways, and that is why they both decided to be in a relationship. Of course, until he was evicted. He said he understood how Daniela could have easily shifted to Dotun because he knows how intense the house could be. And that is why he had said that if he left and anything happened, he wouldn't have been upset because he actually watched Daniela struggle and resist Dotun. But he knows the house and he knows how the house can cause things, you know, between people. And that is quite commendable. Yes, I think it was pretty mature of Khalid to look at things from that perspective. Daniela was also asked about the situation. So Daniela said that as far as she was concerned, the Dotun bit of things was a situationship that was just based on situation, because if Khalid was there and if Elebaye, who Dotun liked, was there, she doesn't think any of it would have happened, and they all understood that when they came out, they had a conversation about it. That was she and Dotun, that was the first time they actually addressed it after all the anger from the interview rounds, because Daniela felt like she was going through a lot and Dotun threw her under the bus, and the same way Dotun also felt disrespected by some things that she had said, but they were able to squash that out and they are both in a good place. Ebuka also asked Elebaye and Kes about the keys, how Elebaye seemed like she was trying to break up homes, and Elebaye was like, no, she was just teasing Kes, because Kes always used to tell her that she was sweet, and then she was just playing around. It wasn't anything more than that. Kes was also asked about the same situation, and Kes is like, until he came out from the house, he didn't even remember that conversation at all, and he knows that Elebaye is really respectful of his marriage and of the bond they share, so it couldn't have been anything and is nothing to worry about. I'd also like to mention that Elebaye was asked about the Dotun situation, that how did she feel knowing that Dotun hooked up with Daniela. She was like, oh, she didn't like it at all. She was unhappy about it. She expected that they'll come out and know each other as friends, but seeing Dotun do that, she didn't really like it and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that's it, guys. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe is easy and it's free. It's the little red button on the bottom right. Please put in your comments. Let me know what you think about the reunion so far and how everything is coming. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Bye.